But yeah, dude, thank you guys so much. We seriously just killed 2 episodes in one hangout. I'm fucking ecstatic.
Word. And I was driving all the way from fucking Missouri to Kansas City, so hey.
Yeah. Yep. And I have a fucking late night hangout I'm still editing that we did 2 nights ago with our new member from New Zealand. He's pretty cool, the Foxninja.
New Zealand. Holy
yeah, we're
shit.
international now, motherfuckers.
That's right. Don't call him a fucking Aussie, though. Call him a Kiwi. He'll get pissed off. And somebody's chatting away on Facebook Messenger or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn, that mask was getting hot.
was you wearing the mask? I didn't even notice. Did you have a mask on the whole time?
For half the time. Maybe more when you weren't in the hangout, though, before you came, you know?
Damn. I know, I thought about wearing my Lotus mask one time during the episode. The fucking one they sold at the Hatchet Rising tour.
I love that one. That's so good.
Red Cross with the Hatchet Man on it. Fresh.
Man, I can't wait till Twisted releases their VIP for the tour, because I'm probably gonna be going to it.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be my first time actually seeing Twisted like by themselves and not
a non-psychopathic.
Yeah, because the only thing I've seen is Hatchet Attack, so everything's like rushed.
Right.
You can't take as much time as you want.
I've seen Twisted several times.
The first leg of the Abominations tour, and that was their last tour on Psychopathic.
That was supposed to be the last time I saw them. I actually had tickets to it, but fucking work got crazy, and I got home. I was tired, and I didn't feel like driving all the way to Lawrence. I'm like, I'm just gonna blow it off, you know. And I haven't seen them since. You know, I haven't seen them since they went on their own and things. And I'm going to try to catch this next tour. I got ABK and Big Hoodoo's coming up at the beginning of April.
Oh yeah.
And then actually the same month, Boondocks and Blaze's tour, but that's like a whole state away, and I don't know if I'll make the trip or not. But about a 3.5-hour drive. I want to check it out though.
I would save my 3.5-hour drives for like ICP.
No, that's what I'm saying exactly. You know, it's like. The only other plus side to it is I can get White Castle at the same time, you know.
Lucky.
Because we don't have White Castle in Kansas City no more. Casey Mo. Gotta go all the way to the Lou for that shit.
Yeah, we don't have that shit.
We had Crispy Burger for a while here, and they didn't do so well. So.
Go travel like Harold and Kumar, go to White Castle.
ScaryGary will make a fucking trip all the way to fucking St. Louis just for some sliders. Let me tell you what.
It's gonna be called ScaryGary Goes to White Castle.
That's right.
Who would you pick up on the side of the road? Not Neil Patrick Harris, but who would it be?
What celebrity would I pick on the side of the road? I don't fucking know, man. That's a tough one. Like, who would be the one like, oh my God, there he is right there. Let's go party. And I don't know. MPH is a pretty good pickup, you know. When they threw him in those movies, that brought him back out like fully. Like everybody loves fucking Neil Patrick Harris.
That was his second wind right there. Do you actually watch the show How I Met Your Mother? He's really
fuck yeah, he's really good on that show. And actually, in his movies he does, like, dude, I'm not going to front, but that movie Gone Girl was fucking sick, dude.
Yes, I was just thinking of that, and he was perfect because you think I don't want to ruin the movie for him.
Right, yeah, you don't want to ruin it, but
he's good in that movie too.
He is good in that movie. Let me tell you what, it's fucking, that movie's phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, it may seem kind of girly or whatever. No, it is sick and twisted. It's got a great fucking plot.
That's the thing. If you gotta like trick someone to watch a movie, like, it's gonna be too girly. Really? Like, you can't sit through a fucking chick flick. You're never gonna.
Exactly.
Come on.
You don't need to be watching fucking movies then, if that's the case, you know, because you never know what you're looking. It's like, watch this movie. Go out and pick it up today. Wolf Cop. Fucking awesome. And drink while you play it. Watch it.
Wait, you had a sticker over the second word. I thought you said wolfcock.
Oh no. Here, let me take it out of the sleeve. Here we go.
Whoa! No, don't take the wolfcock out of the sleeve. Oh, okay, never mind.
I took it out of the sleeve. Ow! Yes. No, the movie's fucking hilarious, man. Fucking werewolf fucking cop doesn't get fucking better. That's what I was out doing. I had to go get that as well as a stack of Nintendo games I could put on the side for me, a vintage stock. I got my hookups, got my connections. They call me like, hey, Gary, we got some Nintendo games. Do you want these? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
What's up, FoxNinja?
Oh, good. How are you?
Oh, look at that. Bad Fur Day. I'm still in that fucking game, motherfucker, for real. Don't get mad when it comes up missing.
This game is so messed up, but it's still fun.
It's a $70 fucking Nintendo 64 game off top. You know what I mean?
You find it. My parents let me play this when I was a little kid.
Fucking one of the greatest games ever.
I was gonna go game chasing today too, but
let me show you what I got a hold of here. Let me whip out my games. I spent a little bit of money, but I don't care. I got paid today. I had to spoil myself a little bit after I paid bills. I'll starve it.
You watch the Game Chasers, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to hook up with him, have him come to Kansas City and show him some of my spots and go do some stuff. But I picked up fucking Joe and Mac today.
Oh shit.
And then I went ahead and got Jurassic Park, just because. And then, for respect to Leonard Nimoy, that somebody dropped this off, so I went ahead and picked it up. Star Trek.
Nice.
Got Kung Fu in the box.
I was good at that one.
World Cup Soccer in the box.
Oh, I had that for Game Boy.
Motherfucking Double Dragon in the box.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Super Sprint in the box, But, I got two also, but I didn't have one, and now they had it complete in the box. I'm like, this was the reason I was originally going there, and then somebody dropped off a whole lot of shit, and I'm like, Joe and Max becoming one of those rare games. I definitely was getting it, but I spent way too much money. I shouldn't have fucking spent it, but what the fuck ever. You only live once, right?
Yeah, fuck it.
Motherfucking YOLO!
Do you remember episode 20 when they went to Roswell?
Yeah, definitely.
That store where 8-Bit Eric got caught slipping, that's the store I go to.
Now, are you in New Mexico?
Yeah, I live like an hour away from Roswell.
Okay. Do you know 8-Bit Eric and shit?
No, he lives in Texas.
Yeah, he lives in Texas, but him and his other friends, they used to do Hatchet TV or something like that on YouTube. What? Yeah.
Really?
8-Bit Eric kind of helped out with that, but man, what the fuck is his name? They was following me on YouTube. We was talking for a while, and they started doing video. I think his name's like, I don't want to call him Panic because that's you, but fucking, what the fuck is his name? But yeah, they did Hatchet TV on fucking YouTube. If you look that up, they're based out of Texas, yeah. And now they do video game shit or whatever, but.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Eric used to fucking wear Hatchet Man shirts and shit. Now he just fucking wears that old-ass dirty Luigi hat and fucking acts like a wrestler, I'm not talk shit on you, Eric.
I don't know, man. I've seen him do a suicide dive, and he hasn't landed his fucking head yet.
He can wrestle. That's why, they used to make bets with him and dares, and like, well, I'll take a chair. I'll do this. Like, well, could you wrestle? You'll do this. We need to do something that's going to hurt you for real. Drink this nasty concoction. No, they're the ones that kind of inspired me to do the show that I did for a little bit. I only got like a handful of episodes in when I started doing the Juggalo Gamer, started showing off my retro shit, and then I would show myself going out doing my game chasing, hitting at my local Goodwills and shit. But man, I got slow with the game. I was making videos left and right, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't have time.
That's another community that's pretty big. Is like the whole game.
They're elaborate with their videos, man. They get crazy with them, all the editing and this and that, and they're not getting paid for it. I mean, they start to get it through donations and shit, of course.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest thing is when you start off doing it, I don't got all that equipment. Everything I do is right off my phone. I upload it, I edit, I go through iMovie and do this. Every video of mine
iMovie
is straight up done on my cell phone.
I shared with you the link to my buddy's channel, Gaming Without Parole. He's been doing these like 2-hour-long podcasts, or him talk about games for 2 hours, like very little editing, and then he does the game run-throughs, the backlogs, where he's playing old games and doing it. I think it's awesome that he's doing it and joining the community, but at the same time, like, he's got no followers. He's trying to help him too, what I mean?
I've been trying to help. I started following him. I started watching his shit and trying to get it out there because the things he's doing would actually get really popular in the gaming community on YouTube. Like I said, that's a big ass community now. All those people, they do their hangouts, get together and do stuff, and they go to their little like retro cons. It's crazy.
I want to go. I want to go to one of those in Texas.
I do too. It's like I'm pissed off that we don't really have none here in Kansas City because there's a lot of retro gamers in Kansas City, you know. And it's like, why don't we have RetroCon? They're all in fucking Texas or Canada. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for some reason, that's just the place to be. If you want to find games, you go to Texas.
Yeah, and man, they're fucking floating everywhere down there, man. I mean, it is a big ass state, but still, man, fuck.
I was just looking at a map of Mexico at its height, at its peak, you know, in the 1700s. Like, Mexico is all part of Texas and, like, California, and, like, I guess we just took all that land. Like,
Arizona.
They're one big-ass fucking family, man, all you Tex-Mexes.
Get part of Spain at one point.
Go get some motherfucking Navajo tacos, bitch. Now I'm hungry, thanks, fuck.
I know, I'm going to go hit at the Chinese spot again.
Man, ScaryGary's trying to get back in shape, man. I kind of let myself go this past winter. I've had a protein shake so far today. I was going to go work out. I was just going to say,
you're looking a little bit like Kevin Smith over there. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. Get a little heavy, bro, you know. My face is filling out a bit. It's what happens when you work and drink all the time, man. Fuck. Don't get to work out as much.
Shit, you just described my life.
That's what happens, bro. So tell me this. What did you guys think of Club Killjoy? Or the Killjoy Club. I call it Club Killjoy. I always say backwards.
I got the CD, you know, when I get a new when I get a new CD and I want to get to know it, it goes in my car, and it doesn't leave my car for a while, and you can usually tell how much I like a CD by how long it stays in my fucking car. And Killjoy Club stayed in my car a solid, it didn't, Blaze Your Dead Homies, Gang Rags Reborn stayed in my car longer.
Oh, wow.
It did. But I tell you, I had nothing but the Killjoy Club to listen to for a couple of long drives, and by the end of it, I was fucking sick of it. Like, I started out, but I just was like, all right, I need to stop listening to this and like put something else on because I am so fucking sick of it. I don't know. I guess, but I like it. But that was the last impression it left me with. Like, I need to stop listening to this.
It was kind of back to back with Lotus though. Also, you know, because we got fucking the new Lotus album. And then shortly after, you know, Club Killjoy Club. I always would call it Club Killjoy. It sounds fucking better. But you do exactly what I do. When a new album comes out, it goes in, and that's all I listen to. Because you got to really feel it, you know. You got to listen to it a couple million times and feel each track. And then I kind of play it out sometimes, I'm not going to lie, but if it's a good album, it doesn't get played out. And it lasted a good couple weeks in my car, and there's a couple songs on it that I like to listen to, but
you're gonna pull out your favorites, and I'd probably go back, and next time I listen to it, I'll probably make my decision on what song's my favorite. But I haven't actually made that decision yet. Whereas, like, for Blaze, I'm kind of in the same position. Like, I bumped the shit out of that new version, got to know it real good, and there are some songs that I just really like more than others, and this is how it goes with most albums.
Right.
Killjoy Club is no different. I got my favorites. I really liked the music video. It was cool, you know.
I really think it should have just been an EP because they probably could have stopped the album after the first fucking 6-7 tracks, maybe even less, because you start off with Don't Fuck With Me, Surprise, Jump, and Panic Mode, and that's it. I mean, those are the 4 best fucking songs, in my opinion, on the album, and they're the first 4 songs, you know?
And I don't know who it is who pointed it out, but they basically shout out the Mafia 6 and ICP in
the that was a CP
fucking song. Like, in every fucking song, they tell you who they are, and it's I knew that already. Come on.
We know who it is. We know what you're doing. It's like, we ran out of things to say, so ICP and the Mafia 6. Yeah, you know, that's the thing about a lot of rap music today is when they don't have nothing to say, they just say the same word 30 fucking times. So it's like anybody can make a song.
Yeah, each song is set up to be like a hit maker. You know what I mean? Like, so song, if only you listen to one song from the album, you're going to know who it is. It doesn't matter which one it is because they shout themselves out, everyone.
Yeah. Exactly. It was cool. It was kind of a surprise thing. I didn't know what was going on. It came out, and I liked it initially. And I have my handful of songs on it, but it's like I don't see if they make another album, it's going to sound exactly the same as that. I bet. It's not going to be nothing different. It's going to be the same kind of fucking beats. As a matter of fact, when the Mafia 6 album comes out on Psychopathic, I guarantee you it's going to sound just like fucking the Killjoy Club album.
Right, same style. Yep.
I don't know, for me, I like the first maybe 10 or 11, but there's the last 4 or 5 that I'm not really into.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Rambo, I don't know, man. That was like, I was like, oh, cool, they're going to make a song about Rambo now.
Necro already made a song about Rambo on his Die album a couple of years ago.
As far as, like, the album as a whole, I enjoyed it. I mean, there was some songs I could have done without. But
very bumpy.
The one thing that I thought was really funny was that little skit with Sugar Slam.
Oh, yeah.
That gangster. That was funny as hell.
Suburban white wannabe gangster chick.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the chicks that I used to go to school with.
Like, oh, that was funny.
That reminds me of like when something else comes out under Psychopathic, like when Zug Island came out, they threw little snippets of ICP's humor in there.
Yeah, dude, give me that.
One song that featured them, like This Town, where he's talking
about,
the mayor.
The Zug Island album. Yeah, it felt like an ICP album, you're right, exactly.
Like, even though they're coming across like as tough guys with masks, they're also still like the clowns, and they're making jokes and parodies. And
I remember when the Zug Island album first got announced, and like Violent J wanted to produce a rock album of some sort. That's when he was trying to do the Axe and Smash Records, get something else going off Psychopathic. And I remember like, oh my God, how is this going to work? A like Psychopathic record style rock album. And when Zug Island came out, when Crack Tiles came out, I fell in love with that fucking CD, man. I mean, I still bump that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's got a lot of good fucking beats to it, or a lot of good songs. The fucking Prison song is one of my favorite fucking songs. You know what I mean?
Beginning to front to back, that album is full of bangers. It's like all killer, no filler. It's amazing.
Exactly.
Wasn't Violent J supposed to be the original vocalist for that, if I'm not mistaken?
I don't know if I know he wanted to sing, because I remember he wanted to experiment with doing other things. But he knew he
does. He's backup vocals on some of those songs, and you can hear him harmonizing with fucking. No.
And sometimes you can't, like in the Prison song when he fucking takes over and sings his little spot.
He takes over there.
I can remember. It's like he almost sounds like him,
Yeah.
But
to the untrained ear, it would sound like it's the same person, and all of a sudden, like letting go and like doesn't care how he sounds anymore.
And it's like Violent J wrote every track to that album, I believe, too. So.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Zug Island now, I was like, gosh, where was like Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad when they came out? Because a lot of the songs would have sounded good on those shows.
Oh yeah.
Right. They would have, fuck. And then that 333 album came out, and it was kind of like.
Yeah.
I gave that album such a shot, like I wanted to like it. You know what I mean? Because of how much I liked the first album.
We tried too hard to like it. Like we defended it so much because the first album was so good. It's like, but man, no, you got to really listen to this. At the same time, we're just convincing ourselves that it's a good album, and when in fact
the only thing cool about that album is that every song is 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Yeah.
Good one. That's.
And what? Every name is like just one word or something like that, like if, I, you.
It'd be funnier if it actually said a sentence, like going down.
Yeah, exactly. Why did you buy this? And then the joke's on you when you fucking go through it and you're like, what the fuck, are you serious? You made us rich, bitch.
This album sucks major ass.
So, yeah.
Buy this album or you're not a Juggalo.
And I love the logo so much when it came out, the fucking toxic waste spilling out, the way Zug Island was. I was like, oh, that's fucking fresh. I loved the early days of ICP merchandise, They had to make a jersey, and it was the fucking, the stitched on logo and stuff like, man. Even like, oh, well, a mirror, mirror fucking jersey. Just said mirror, mirror, but it looked fucking fresh as hell, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I liked what they were doing to promote themselves because the tactics didn't include any social media. So they were heavy promoters, and they would press like tons of CDs in the way that they designed them. And I'm just talking about samplers even. Like they had bands on them, and you know, early shit when like they were still fucking with Misery. You know, when they before Dark Lotus, in that sweet spot. You know, when they were still riding the high of basically getting discovered, like making it. You talk about like, oh, they're not underground. It's because they grind and grind and grind until they finally got a record deal. And,
exactly.
You know, and what the fuck? Like anyone who's trying to make a career out of music is not going to disparage them for that. Everyone's got a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think they need to go back to the roots like that. Get the street teams out there and pumping out samplers. Yeah, everybody knows who ICP is, but I miss the days of getting samplers and shit, you know? I think what the last sampler we got was the Bang Pow Boom sampler.
They don't have to do that. They just put it on YouTube. They instead of giving us a free sampler, they give us a free YouTube video to watch, and that's kind of cool.
But
actually really cool.
It's not a physical item, and so the people like us that are vintage collectors, we got all that old shit.
Right.
We like to put some of that new shit in there. I will always buy a physical copy of an ICP CD. I may not buy the shirts or this and that or, oh, the new fucking Hatchet Man condom that came out yesterday or something, you know. But it's like, I want the CDs. I want the samplers. I want those things that are going to be obscure someday, you know, and hard to find.
Like Violent J's solo album, when he handed out those limited copies at the Gathering, the first pressing, it was just a CDR that was burnt from a computer with a fucking, like, it just had a stamp that said Violent J on it, you know, like.
Exactly.
And it was, you know, so that's got to be the cheapest way to give your album out. Like, he did it, like, a day before he left for the Gathering. Instead of like, you know, let's make a single, here's a cover for it and everything, like in a jewel case, you know.
Shit like this right here.
Expenses that they don't need to make.
You got the Juggalo Island video that they handed out at the Gathering, you know, and they made so much of them. They sold them on the old shit tour after that, and I went ahead and picked up one. That's why it's in kind of crappy condition. But I mean, that's the only way. I mean, you're never going to see little rare items like this. You know what I'm saying? That's fresh stuff, you know, and I miss things like that. And now it's just all fucking internet and download this and that. It's like, come on.
Do you know anyone who's been to a Hallowicked in the past few years, if they're actually still even handing CDs out at the door, or are they just making it an MP3 download again?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
every year the new Hallowicked song, like last year, they made it a contest where they got everybody's artwork in that video for the Red Moon Howl.
Right.
I mean, they take it up to that notch, but we do lose something when, you know, that grassroots era where they were really pounding the pavement. You know, it was all about that street theme, and it was all about that hard copy and those samplers and those singles and those anniversary singles. You know, the Hallowicked tracks, and, you know, the Valentine's Day song, the Mom song. Those were all leaked to the internet before they were ever on a Forgotten Freshness. They actually
Dug Island did their version of the song "The Wall."
Oh, that's so fucking good.
Yeah. I used to listen to that in school.
And when they like cover Black Sabbath and shit.
See, yeah, that's the kind of goal of mine too, is to get copies of all those original Hallowicked fucking handouts. You know, like I said, I got Mr. Rotten Treats on cassette, but it's like, those are hard to come by. Those are those cool, rare items to have in your collection right there. They really need to hand shit out, and like nobody does. CDs are going to be obsolete one day. That's a given, you know.
I'm pretty sure I saw a whole collection of them in Polar Oxides. Oh wait, that dude burnt all his shit. That's right.
Yeah. That fucking asshole.
Speaking of the Hallowicked stuff, my buddy Creature Curse, who I talk about all the time in my videos, back when we were in high school, he was sitting in math class one day. He had his headphones on, and he had been to the Hallowicked. This was when Sleep Stalkers came out. That single came out for Hallowicked, and he had it in his CD player in his pocket. Sitting in math class, he was supposed to be paying attention to what was going on, but he wasn't. He's sitting there, and he is singing out loud every word to this song, and people are in the class are just looking at him like, "Are you serious?" And then he finally realizes, I'm in math class. And the teacher looks at him and says, "Excuse my language, but what the fuck was that?" And he got suspended for a couple days for that. So.
Yeah, me and my friends used to do that in school. We'd be singing in the very back of the school, and we'd be like listening to like Psychopathic and try not to sing it out loud in the middle of class.
Yeah, now we get shit like this. We'll get it all in one compilation album.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what is everybody's favorite Halloween song? Let's talk about, because there's so many good tracks out there. Some of them got a little lame, like they just popped it out. But when you think of ICP and Halloween, what's the first song that comes to your head?
Mr. Rotten Treats.
Yep.
I can't front. I like some of the newer shit, like the Wicked Halloween track. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love
The
Evil is
references and
Afraid.
shit.
Yeah.
If I Ate Your Brains, yeah, I like some of the newer tracks. You know what I mean?
Evil is Afraid. Love that.
Yeah, I do
Love
too.
that song.
The beat and everything, it's like a Wicked Halloween. Yeah, so
Yep.
I'm digging up your coffin. Yeah, no, it's really good. But I always go back I love you got Dead Pumpkins, We just fucking kind of got that whole eerie, oh, that's what we're getting into. I don't know. But Pumpkin Carvers is one of my favorites. Got the boy Cottonmouth Kings on there doing their thing, carving up fucking heads.
Yeah. But how you can't front? This is a great one. Every Halloween, the one where Violent J's talking about how everybody wants to be me.
Yeah, it's like every day it's Halloween to him. He does it. How come you fucking get pissed at me because I'm knocking on your door for candy on a regular day?
Yeah.
But on Halloween it's okay. It's like, hey, here I am. Oh no.
That's a great song. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of many, but it happens to be a Halloween song too.
That's a shared beat song too, isn't it?
I'm not sure. What's the other one?
Let's see. Hold on. Well, it's off a Dark Lotus album, isn't it? What is that?
No, you're talking about the song It, because it's like something in...
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're right. There you go. Yeah.
So the Forgotten Freshman song is It, and then on Dark Lotus it's Something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's talking about. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I knew there was a fucking share beat. It was Violent J fucking around in the studio thing or whatever. Yeah.
Doing like Bluebird.
That was Forgotten Freshness Volume 3. There we go. Yeah. One of my least favorite Forgotten Freshnesses for some reason. That's like a for real scrapped fucking album. Like
And that's the one that has Take Me Home, which they decided to close Juggalo Weekend with for some weird reason. And then they released the remix featuring Sugar Slam, which...
I guess the show was called the Take Me Home show, that's why.
Right. Well, okay, so maybe there's a reason for it. But I thought it was a really, I don't know, weak closer. Hopefully they at least fucking did Bang Pow Boom after that.
Yeah, it seemed like forever that was the closing song, because it was just so hype, and it gives us a reason to spray 300 bottles of Faygo real quick and dance around.
Yeah, the best was when they like slip in like I'm coming home or pass me by, or when I'm a serial killer right before Big Pow Boom, so you get a little both,
Yeah. It's like, oh, you think that's the end of the tour, because when they do the fucking little slow closer, and then they hype it back up real quick, it's like, oh, it's about to go crazy. They're about to just throw a whole bunch of Faygo out here and dance around. They ain't got to sing no more. They just let the music play and on repeat, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I always wonder, if the next Joker's card is going to bring the next concert closer. That's a huge if, because they always have that epic fucking closing song, and they haven't been, like, you never hear them do Nothing's Left at the end of the concert.
Right. You never hear that.
That's too introspective,
What was it? What tour was it when they did close? It was the Wicked Wonka tour, I think, when they closed with The Unveiling.
Nice.
And that was pretty fucking fresh right there, actually. It was like just so fucking meaningful and this and that to actually hear that song live, and it was like raining fucking silver confetti and this and that and Faygo flying everywhere. Yep. I remember like silver confetti for like the whole song, it seemed like, 'cause it was raining diamonds, It was fucking That was a cool last day to see that song closing. The old shit tour.
That tour for the Wicked Wonka tour, I didn't have a ticket for it, and it was sold out. But I went to the show and I stood outside, and basically one of the roadies had 2 tickets, and he was willing to sell them both, right? And I wasn't the only one who wanted a ticket. There was a couple, and and so this couple could have paid to get 2 tickets, and I was like, I'll give you this much for one, and I threw all the money at them, and I took the one, and they were left with basically 1 ticket for sale, and there was a couple. So I was like, fuck you, I'm out of here, and I ran in.
I would have ran too, exactly.
And of course, I missed all the openers, so I didn't get to see Bone Thugs or whoever else. But I at least
Bone Thugs, Z-Shaman, Tech 9.
Yeah, I missed all of them, but at least I got to see ICP. And I paid like 3 times for the ticket. But trust me, it was worth it.
Amazingly, me being from Kansas City, that was the first time I seen Tech 9 in concert. I was like, holy shit. I was like, man, this dude's fucking big. Motherfucker blow the fuck up, and obviously.
Maybe I would have been turned on to his music if I had actually caught his performance on that.
If you would have seen him live, it would have probably changed his perspective on him.
Absolutely. I'm just so thankful that I made it into the show for ICP, and that was a desperate moment,
That story there reminds me of the Bazaar tour. I remember that. They did it at Memorial Hall, and it's always general admission. But we got there hella late. We partied it up. And we got there, and they were handing out floor bands and shit. You had to get there at a certain time, get your wristband to be on the fucking floor. If not, you were sitting in the seats. Who sits in the seat during the fucking ICP concert? You know what I mean? You're in the. So I remember it was about a 15-foot fucking jump from where I was in the seats to the fucking floor. And they had security there, this and that. And I'm like, man, I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And it wasn't until the ICP came on and it went dark. And it went crazy, and when it went dark and fucking lights started flashing, I just remember I jumped 15 feet off of this fucking wall, booked it for the crowd,
It's like, everyone catch me.
Please. Well, there was no catching. It was like flat floor right there. It was like I had to hit and blend into the crowd for that fat fucking security guard caught up to me. But I could not sit in the seats for an ICP concert. That would fucking drive me nuts. I would cry.
Sometimes you got people like that are in crutches or wheelchairs and want to have fun too. So you got to have the handicap section.
Yeah.
They might beat the mom of the group, and they got everyone's jackets while they're at the pit. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to.
That's like the year when fucking Violent J's autobiography came out, and the only way I could buy it was at the fucking tour. And I took my wife's at the time cousin who was pregnant. I said, here, you're pregnant. You can't get in the crowd. Guard all my merchandise for me, if you would. So it worked out really well.
Not at a show, except this one guy was like in a wheelchair, and every time when people would almost run in, like push him out of the way so they wouldn't knock him out of his wheelchair, like being common courtesy to the guy.
Dude. The fucking people in wheelchairs that come to our venues, though, they're fucking hardcore. They want to be in the crowd. They don't care if they're in a wheelchair. We picked a guy up in a wheelchair before and fucking crowd surfed his ass, They're fucking nuts, dude.
You know what I would like to see?
So I had to protect my friend who was pregnant. I was like, okay, no one run into her, and I'd have to like get out of the way.
That's right. You always see that Juggalos in the mosh pit protecting other Juggalos, and everyone's got their elbows up, ready to.
Well, then one time my homie's like, do you want to do it today? I'm like, oh, sure. So he picks me up and he just throws me in the mosh pit. He's like, good luck.
What I would like is ICP do a performance like Johnny Cash did for like Folsom Prison. I would like to see ICP rock a prison. They've already rocked a homeless shelter.
Dude,
or a mental institution.
I want to do that show. I get myself committed before that show. It's just
birthday party.
That'd be fucking sick,
Yes.
They have so many songs where they just got let out the loony bin that fucking day, I don't know, Toxic Love.
It's like, BstMstR, why are you here? Someone stole my cookies, like on the song. Guy in the background going, you need cookies! That song is so funny.
That's good. That's a good one.
I'm kind of curious to see how this fucking tour is going to take off for the Missing Link, though. You know what I mean? Who are they going to bring on it? Are they going to try to bring somebody big? Are they going to try to do a big old... You know, I was really pissed off on the fucking American Psycho Tour because they have been, like, dissing Kansas City here recently, not actually stopping in Kansas City. And American Psycho Tour, the closest one for me was, like, Iowa. And I was going to drive it up, but fucking I got kind of screwed that fucking night.
I mean, is it a venue situation? I mean, is there anybody else having a problem playing there? Or, I mean...
I don't know, because usually they get, like for the Wicked Wonka Tour and the, what was it, the Happy Days Tour and shit, when they got a lot of people on them, kind of big, they try to do wrestling and stuff, they get this place called Memorial Hall. And I don't know if something happened with them, because they've always done it there. They've always been down with the Fago shit and this and that, you know.
Could it be the Juggalo gang thing?
It could be the gang thing, I don't know, but it's kind of shitty.
I was going to say that Happy Days tour was a big tour, you know. That was the return of our Carnival, Bang Pow Boom. After that, tours were awesome. Smaller, you know. Venues weren't getting sold out as much.
The American Psycho Tour was a few stops, though. It was big, but at the same time, there was a couple areas they missed. And like Kansas City would have sold out. They went to Omaha, that was one, but I couldn't go to that one.
We remember they were also filming, so...
Yeah, maybe that's what it had to do. And I was pissed off because that was a big... I wanted ICP and Twisted again. That was going to be the last time we really saw them together, you know?
I guess I'm looking at it from a different perspective, like, not that they're dissing your area, but more that your area might be dissing them by not providing a good venue. I mean...
Well, and that's probably too, because, you know, the Bang Pow Boom Tour and... the Mighty Death Pop Tour, obviously they made the stop here, and they stopped at the always good spot that they always go to in Lawrence, the Granada, you know. Yeah. It's always showed them love, and it's a smaller venue, too. I just hope they don't try to overdo it and like, do a big-ass thing, you know.
Yeah. The Bang Pow Boom Tour was awesome. The way their stage was set up was awesome.
Oh, yeah, Bang Pow Boom Tour was one of my favorite playlists, too. They played a lot of good songs. And the Mighty Death Pop, because they started throwing songs they never played before. And that's one thing I'm loving is when they start reaching deep. There are so many ICP songs out there that we love that they never show love to on stage because they try to think of the music that's going to keep everybody hype and going, you know?
They definitely pulled out some classics from the vault. They started doing Fat Sweaty Betty on every tour stop.
Oh, yeah.
I think during the Happy Days tour, when they stopped here in Denver, they actually performed I Get Mad, which is cool.
Yeah. It was like, and I remember the first time I heard the Ned and Game live, and I was like, oh, wow, that's like the first time they ever played this. They don't play this at a concert, and everybody went fucking nuts, obviously, because that's like...
All the girls are like, oh, my God, it's Stevie.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they did that Oddball Banana in Philadelphia, and I drove out for that one, and I thought they were going to do that like on a regular basis, but you know sometimes they try things and you think it's going to be an annual thing, and it never ends up being an annual thing. But you know when they do a show that involves JCW, they're always finding excuses to combine concert and wrestling. That's what the Oddball Bonanza show was. It was lots of wrestling and freaks.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you had like a surprise performance from Blaze Your Dead Homie. Axe Murder Boys was there. Jay Clay was like being the DJ or whatever. And then I see the headlines, and I remember at that show we were tripping on mushrooms or acid or something, and the Fago Rain was like anointing us. It was a religious experience, even more so than it normally is. And yeah, they did. There's so many things about that show I could go off about because I was tripping. It was amazing. But yeah, they did the hidden game live, and that was really cool live. The way they both got up on the pedestal, the announcer's like, and ding, 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 and here's contestant number 2, and Sharon like ready to do it, and he like dumps Fago on his head, and then goes off to his verse. And I totally enjoy ICP so well. Oh my goodness, they are awesome.
The Happy Days was great because I was like in the sound stage, and who is standing next to me, getting live, like getting me daps and everything? No other than Violent J's kids and Sugar Slam. She's all giving me daps, like, what, man?
That's like when they did the Tempest release party here, and they did JCW wrestling at this little club called the Beaumont, and Boondocks headlined, of course. And like Violent J and Shaggy was hanging out in the crowd a little bit. I remember at the end of the venue, after it was all said and done, you know, you can still hang out and drink if you're of age. And I remember fucking Billy Bill was hanging out, and I just sat there, hung out with him and Pickles, you know, and just chilling. Like, y'all want to do some shots and shit? And so we was doing shots of fucking Patron and all that, and shooting this shit, you know, man. Good time.
That's why I always tell people, say what you will about Sugar Slam, but she's not really that stupid. She's actually mellow and chill.
Yeah.
I think she should just be herself, though. Just do Sugar Slam. Don't try to do the whole Juggalette theme Sugar Slam thing. Like, that's right, bitch.
Or the dumb blonde gimmick.
Yeah. Just do you. Don't try to do no skit or nothing like that. Just be you. Be Violent J's wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you'll get as much respect.
Talked to her, and she's nothing like how she is in those. She's funny.
Surprisingly, she's not how she is in the infomercials.
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. She isn't like that, and she just needs to be that person all the time. So try to be the fucking Juggalette Sugar Slam. Just be you, because I guarantee you'll get just as much respect. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she comes across more human on like Twitter, where you can't get the posturing as much, and you just get like, you know, her thoughts and her charm, you know, through words and emojis. So
exactly.
Yeah, so what the fuck's up with this new Shaggy 2 Dope solo album?
I haven't even heard about that yet. What the fuck are you talking about?
Who told me about this? Was it Panic? He's not even here anymore. Chaos, do you know about this?
I don't know.
Really? I'm the only one that heard this through word of mouth. That Shaggy. Okay, I know what. Somebody made a comment. I think it was one of the Cottonmouth kids, and he took a picture, put it out on maybe Instagram or Twitter, and he was with Shaggy, and he said something about a new fuck the fuck off or something, or a new fuck
I was gonna say, what's it gonna be called? Fuck the fucking fuck off?
Yeah, I don't know, like a new fuck off album coming up, or a new shit. Maybe it was Scotty. Who was it? It must have been Callie Green. It must have been. Yes, Callie Green is the one who is spreading this false propaganda or this speculation.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Well, I'm
very curious.
When we all hear about it, Callie Green's going to be the one saying, like, I heard about it first, I guess. I don't know.
Of course.
But, I mean, what else are they going to do, man? Come on, we got a new Joker's card in the fucking... All right, they're finishing up the second part of the two-part album, but still, like, House of Wax was a nice EP. Now we need a new one.
See, I don't want to... I haven't got my copy of that shit yet. I need to get the fucking box set so bad.
I know.
I haven't wanted to drop the money on it, because I may have them all. And it's a good piece of collection, you know, for my collection and all that, but it's like, I really want this House of Wax EP. I don't even know. Is it any good? Did you listen to it?
They think we're made of money. We have to buy a box set just to get the damn CD.
Well, you can listen to the EP on Spotify.
Oh, true. Yeah. I hate doing that, though, man. I don't like listening to something until I have a copy of it. I feel like I'm cheating the system when I do that, you know?
You're going to be satisfied when you listen to the House of Wax.
Oh, yes.
Does it sound like really good old school ICP?
Hell yeah.
It's a good
man. It's got everything you want from them, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted, you know? I want another old shit tour. You know, I want them to go around, do old shit tour part 2, and play nothing but old ass songs, you know?
That's a really good fucking idea. I think we should start a petition for a second old shit tour.
We should out of bounds.
No doubt, man.
Oh shit, they'll make so much money from that.
Yeah, they would. Did you say you're bouncing, Chaos?
Yeah, I have to go head somewhere.
All right, well, you head somewhere. I'm paying my rent at the same time, but I'm still chatting away.
No doubt, dude. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for your part in my podcast today.
Of course, I bring the chaos.
All right,
peace. Peace out, motherfucker.
Peace out.
So,
no, back to this here. Yeah, we should start a petition on the website. let's bring back with an old shit tour. We know you're busy motherfuckers and shit, but you can make so much more money off your older stuff versus like releasing this album and stuff right now.
Do you think it would be a better idea to like do like I can't even think, like do it on Facebook? Is that the best way, or is there some sort of website that creates a poll or something where everyone can submit their name? Or
I'm pretty sure there might be, but I mean I don't know about all that. I'm saying like maybe through the Facebook, via Facebook and this and that, through the YouTube and all that, Twitters, just push it and push it and push it. Maybe
throw it out there on psychopathic radio.
With the internet, we can make anything happen these days, man. We've proven that over and over again, you know?
Hashtag old shit tour.
Part 2. Just don't make an old shit CD again, because damn, you're
that was
killing.
a bit of a money grabber.
Well, yeah, you know, and that's all it was, and we bought it because like we gotta put it in the collection, you know? And it's all songs that we already own, unless they want to do it with a fucking extra track. That's what I'm worried about right before the release of The Missing Link. What's gonna happen? They're gonna release the Mighty Death Pop complete box set, fucking platinum version.
Yeah, because they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they did it with fucking Bang Pow Boom when they released the Nuclear Gold Edition.
Like, it's not just ICP. It's the whole management. They did it with ABK's medicine bag. They did it with gang rags.
It's like, well, you know what it is? It's an easy way to try to make an album go gold or platinum, you know, is by releasing so many different versions of the same album with one little extra thing, because it still goes towards the album sale, you know? And then, oh, boom.
I think they're trying to have the recognition.
They definitely got me buying multiple copies of the album, and when The Missing Link is like, oh, we got pressing cover, I bought a couple of them, so that way I have, you know, one for myself and one for my archive, one for my, you know what I mean? I'm buying multiple copies.
I think I bought just the one Bang Pow Boom, and then I got rid of it and just got the Nuclear Edition, you know?
The only Bang Pow Boom I didn't get was the blue. I never could find it.
I bought the Triple Threat pack when it came out.
Alright.
Who has the best intro?
What's the best intro?
I'm just saying that each album has a different intro
yeah,
song.
like the Clowns Are Back and fucking
Beautiful Doom.
Beautiful Doom, yeah.
I
really liked all three of them going together. I don't know. I like Beautiful Doom, but I really like the Clowns Are Back a lot. Because it's kind of like reintroducing him. Like, here we are. We're back, motherfuckers.
I like each intro song better alone. When I hear the mashup, I feel like I'm getting robbed from Beautiful Doom's end.
Right. No, I get that. Yeah. You know, I think I bought like 3 versions of fucking the Nuclear Edition. I bought it when it first came out. I bought 2 copies of it. One I was keeping open, or one I was gonna keep sealed, and one I did an unboxing for. And then I gave the one I did the unboxing for away. And then I gave it to like my little brother, and then I did a fucking contest on YouTube or something, and I gave that one away. And I found another version of it cheap, and I think I gave that one away too. So I think I've actually bought 4 copies of that fucking album. So all together, what we got? 4 nuclear and the triple threat, so like 7 fucking Bang Pow Booms. They got their money's worth out this motherfucker for real.
We're giving away a copy of The Missing Link as a promotion for the website, you know.
Right, and I got that single. So far. And I got a copy of the single of When I'm Clowning too to do a giveaway with also. Try and figure out something to do with that, because I got 3 copies of that. I mean, one I plan on keeping for myself, but 2 I'm willing to give away in a giveaway or something like that.
Yeah, we definitely got to get some fucking contest going on the channel soon.
Definitely.
Yep.
This album right here, the Godzilla 1998 soundtrack. How about that?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Like, that movie?
I hate that movie. Oh, Godzilla 98 with Matthew Broderick? I had to slap you in the face, man.
No, but I was kidding. Like, come on, dude. That movie's like a Jurassic Park ripoff.
Yeah, this album though actually is not that bad. It's got that Green Day remix of fucking Brain Stew with the Godzilla sound effects in it. It's fucking awesome.
Any movie with Matthew Broderick in it, I'm down with. Godzilla is inconsequential in that movie. But,
that movie was a monstrosity. I can't fucking believe that. That was our first U.S. fucking Godzilla. Well, not the actual one because they redid the fucking 1954 classic. But that's what we got. And it was like, this is a fucking iguana. Like, this movie is so much made fun of that in Godzilla The Final Wars, one of the monsters he fought was actually Dubzilla, and it looked like the 1998 Godzilla, and he just slapped him with his tail and beat his ass and dead. It was awesome.
Dubzilla.
The new one's not that bad.
No, I fucking love the new one to death. I saw that movie four times in the theater, you know what I mean? I fucking love it. As a matter of fact, I think I got fucking a poster. I mean, I don't think I know. I like right there. I mean, fucking love it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. That's a classic-looking poster.
I love Zilla, man. Godzilla in horror films is my shit.
You know, it's funny because I was thinking about because Godzilla has the message of like nuclear. You know what I mean? Like
there's a deep message behind it because when it came out was right after Hiroshima and shit.
Right, and that reminds me of what I was thinking about ICP and like how they have those songs with the morals and you know where they kind of like they do kind of paint pictures. It's not unlike some of my favorite metal bands from the 80s. Like Ozzy Osbourne had some songs where he's talking about the bomb and there's you know reference like War Pigs and you know Megadeth with all of their political messages and their lyrics and all that shit. You know, and just music in general, how it can, you know, like all that shit, anti-war music and the whole hippie revolution and then the punk movement and pretty much every fucking movement that doesn't get fucking made by the corporate machine and turned into pop, you know?
And I hate to knock it because this is going with saying like that quote Violent J did in the Shockumentary talking about what are our kids going to be listening to 30 years from now? Oh, God, ever since we fucking aligned with Pluto and Uranus, you've been listening to that space music, and I fucking hate that shit. Well, it's like music today. Some of them may have some meaning behind it, but I will say this, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. There is a lot of fucking mainstream rap music nowadays that what is the actual point behind your fucking song? And in fact, you're flaunting your fucking money and your big ass chain. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. 100%.
I hate knocking certain artists. I'm not trying to do that at all. You're making your money. You're doing fucking better than me. You know, I fucking bust my ass every day for a paycheck. You're able to do it just by fucking what's that one song? What I don't even know. Have you heard that? That's how he's rapping. He's like, "It's my life." It sounds like Eddie Murphy and fucking Coming to America and shit. or no, in fucking The Golden Child. He's like, it's like that's how they're rapping. It's like they ain't even really rapping about nothing. But music from the past, stuff like that. So many songs had. Even if it didn't seem like it, there was a meaning behind the song. And the same thing goes with ICP. Yeah, they have their shovelware. They have songs they just crapped out there just for shits and giggles. But for the most part, each album has a deep meaning behind it that you got to really read between the lines. And we're not just making that up because we're fans. It's true shit. You know what I mean? It's really there. Violent J, he sits and he actually thinks about his songs, what he's going to say, and how he's going to word it. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like I was like saying, like. I say to a lot of juggalos that don't like the new cards, I say to them that you know I've heard and read Violent J say that he always writes his lyrics to the production. He doesn't write lyrics before he hears a song, and what we hear from Mikey Clark is well, I don't know, is it watered down? I don't know, but it's a lot different than the first cards, eh? So the production that we're getting from Mikey Clark is bringing out all these kind of different kind of things out of the clowns, you know.
Exactly. Yep. And it's decades ago, so of course his music's gonna be different. And you're right. Violent J makes some of his songs off of what he hears. He hears the beat. Like if you look at Violent J writing Toy Box from the Riddle Box era, you see him listening to the beat at first, and he was kind of, there's a video on YouTube of it, and it's a fucking fresh-ass video, really old, and it's fucking Violent J with the fucking spiky orange hair, he's kind of skinnier because he's starving and shit, and it's awesome sitting there listening to him write these words down and kind of spit it, practicing how he's going to get behind the mic and do it, you know, because Mike Clark would write a beat, and Violent J hears the song, he already kind of has a meaning he wants to go with to it, and then he does that, and bam, fresh.
Music changes and evolves. That's what.
That's right.
Some juggalos don't understand. You know, the new stuff is not going to sound like the old stuff.
Exactly.
It does. And if it does, you fall into the category of necro, where you know it sounds the same at the beginning, and the middle, and the end, and you don't even know, like, it's all the same, and it doesn't.
Oh
yeah, I sold my copy.
I know, I like it. I don't hate it, but it's just each song sounds the same. You know what I mean? The beat might be a little bit different, but each song is like, oh, we're through the Mafia 6 and ICP. Yeah. It's like, I mean, I love the Mafia 6. I love fucking Project Fat and all that. I love old school 3-6 Mafia to death. Yeah. But it's just that there. We were talking about it earlier. It's just, for me, it's just the first 4 tracks, and I don't have to listen to nothing else. You know,
repetitive.
Very repetitive. Exactly. You know.
Well, you don't need to partake in their reindeer games, man.
That's right. We always got Ben Affleck's fucking hell of a fucking movie with Charlize Theron for back in the day.
Right.
Reindeer games.
But I like I say to all these juggalos, they're like, oh, they don't. It doesn't sound like the first cards are so much better, and I'm like, you know, are you deaf? Because you can hear some old school styles in the new Joker's cards. It's just not as apparent, you know.
You got it right. You can hear old school stuff with a newer beat in the newer Joker cards. You know, it's like I really wish I could have covered some of the other songs with you guys on the Mighty Death Pop podcast, you know, but it's just like, I don't know. Night of the Chainsaw, man. The whole Night of series, that's fucking ICP right there. That's got some old ass feeling, you know. I have a collab CD that's just all Night of the Axe, you know, Night of the fucking Chainsaw, Night of the fucking Shotgun. Boom, you know.
Yeah.
It's the Night of trilogy. It sounds so fucking good, and then you got the clowny fucking beat songs, you know, and then like we was talking about today, Dog Catcher, cracks and shit. And,
when I used to make like mix CDs before iPods were a thing in my life, I would make CDs, you know, and make my own mixes of ICP's music, like put together 80 minutes of ICP, and then another one. So I had mix 1, mix 2, and I made a 4-part, so 4 CDs, all 80 minutes long. It was my Dark Carnival mix. It was all the songs that ICP had substance and it had meaning, or at least a hint towards the unveiling. It ended up being 4 fucking CDs long, this mix. This was back before The Tempest came out, too. So now, like, chalk on another fucking whole bunch of albums, you know, in the past decade.
I got crazy with that shit for a long ass time too. I love making a good mixtape, you know, a good mix CD. And for a while, I had my series. It was called Just Another Crazy Mix. And actually, I got to like part 8, I think, and I used to do little doodles on it. And then I hadn't made one forever, and I made this one. This one I can find here, right? Just Another Crazy Mix, the revamp. This is like got Kung Fu Vampire and ICP. I think it was for the fucking tour, the Mighty Death Pop tour or whatever.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Man, I wish I could find them. I had some really good collaborations of songs on each album. And at my old job, we had the shuttle van had a CD player in it, and our shuttle van driver, she would go to shows with me and stuff like that. And people get excited, like, uh-oh, Gary made Just Another Crazy Mix Part 2 or Volume 3 and shit. And I even used to do it back in the day of just tape players, you know.
Oh yeah.
CDs and tape players, and they were called fucking. I call them hatchet cuts, and then I draw bloody axe on them and this and that. There was hatchet cuts, the Camaro mix, because we'd roll my friend's Camaro all the time, and then hatchet cuts. Then hatchet cuts the Kincaid mix, because that was my friend Kevin Kincaid, and I made 2 of those actually.
The Dodge mix.
Shit. And this is shit we're not going to fucking have anymore. Making fucking mixtapes and stuff, you know?
Right back to what we were talking about before with everything's online and now people are just making playlists instead of actual tangible CDs and cassette tapes like we used to, man.
Exactly, man. I love, like, here, this is whenever Turtles came out, whenever they redid the Ninja Turtles movie, and I got all kinds of Ninja Turtle theme songs on this fucking album, you know? And then we played this, I think I got ICP songs like Ninja and fucking, what was the one on fucking Death Pop? Fucking Kickin'. I got that on. And then I also got the Vanilla Ice, the fucking Go Ninja song. And
that's the first one that came to my mind.
Well, the first song that it starts off with is the TV show fucking theme song that we all fucking know and love. You know, it goes to that, and then it goes to fucking Go Ninja, and then it's got the TURTLE power from the original Ninja Turtles movie, and then a bunch of songs that I think I even threw fucking Imagine Dragons Radioactive on there because the Turtles are
and a good addition to that is from Twisted's Cryptic Collection, Drunken Ninja Master with Shaggy.
And I thought about that after I fucking burned the fucking album. You know?
Which by the way, I should send my version of that to DC Fago guy because he likes to reverse the messages, and there's a whole fucking backwards thing in that song that I flipped, so you know what I mean, that we can share for everybody.
Fuck yeah, dude. I remember when the Nintendo DSi came out and they threw the fucking recorder on there, and I remember I would play all the fucking songs, the reverse messages, and play them backwards on my DSi. I was like, oh, so that's what they said. But there was some that, that I never heard.
Yeah.
You know what's freaky?
What's that?
Unintentional backmasking. Where you hear the vocals and you flip it backwards and it's got a message. And you know, there's Stairway to Heaven, there's a few other tracks. Unintentional backmasking, that is on some demonic shit.
Yeah. Let's not talk about Chicago, you know. No. The Blizzard always came out with his messages straight up. But try this on for size. Chicago. Oh, I love that song. I command you in the name of Lucifer to spread the blood of the innocent. Chicago kicks ass.
Yeah, that dude's like Chicago.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, the light. Yeah, because it's morning here.
You damn Kiwis.
Oh, you know what's hilarious? When we were talking last time, we discussed how the time difference, and I was like, I'm 6 hours ahead of you. No, dude, you're hours ahead of us. You're already in
the future, motherfucker.
You're in Wednesday. We're still in Tuesday.
If you didn't think time travel was possible, we're doing it right now.
Definitely.
So what happens on March fucking 11th, 2015, on a Wednesday? Oh, just a CarnivalSpirits hangout, motherfucker.
And it's Thursday. It's Thursday here.
Is that today? Oh, is that here?
We're in the future. No, it's Tuesday there. What time is it there? Is it like 8 in the morning? I think we lost them.
I think we lost FoxNinja.
I think we started talking about the future and fucking like God was like, fuck that shit.
I swear it's probably just like the Google NSA ninja who like monitors everybody's shit. You know, they're like, oh, they're onto the fabric of the nature of the universe, and like
they're gonna crack the theory of time travel any second.
That's what I'm saying. Like if there's any independent thought out there and there's like real ninjas chopping it up, you know, smoking, having great ideas, like we could discover anything. You think Google's not going to gank it from right underneath our noses? They're not going to let us report it? Like
yeah, they're doing it right now. They're patenting that shit ASAP. Them motherfuckers.